everyone. Welcome to ST.JOSEPH'S Academy's online class. Myself Harshika Kain, your English teacher, and I'm back again with another exciting chapter of your English Mulberry book. In today's class, we are going to have revision of a very beautiful poem written by Robert Louis Stevenson. The name of the poem is The Moon. So students, in today's class, we will have revision of the poem The Moon of your English Mulberry book. First, I will read the poem and all of you will listen to the pronunciation of each word very carefully. After that, I will explain the poem line by line to you. Then we will have discussion of some of the exercises of the poem, and at the end, I will give a worksheet which you will complete in your copy. Let us start the revision now. The moon has a face like the clock in the hall. She shines on thieves on the garden wall, on streets and fields and harbor quays, and bodies asleep in the forks of the trees. The squalling cat and the squeaking mouse, the howling dog by the door of the house, the bat that lies in bed at noon, all love to be out by the light of the moon. But all of the things that belong to the day cuddle to sleep to be out of her way, and flowers and children close their eyes till up in the morning the sun shall arise. So in this beautiful poem, the poet, that is Robert Louis Stevenson, what he has done, he has described the beauty of the poem. In this poem, he has compared the shape of the moon to the shape of the clock. The shape of the clock is round. The clock is round in shape, and so the moon is. The moon is also round in shape, and just the clock signifies the time, the moon signifies the night time. So that is why the moon is compared to a clock by the poet. And later in the poem, he has described the things on which the moon showers her moonlight, and the moonlight falls upon various creatures on the earth, including animals, birds and humans, and the things and what they do in that moonlight. That is very beautifully described in this poem by the poet. Now I am going to explain the poem line by line. The moon has a face like the clock in the hall. She shines on thieves on the garden wall. The first line, the moon has a face like the clock in the hall. In this line, a comparison is made between whom? The moon and the clock. The moon is compared to the clock in the hall. The clock is round in shape. The moon is also compared to the clock. The moon is also round in shape. It is also having a round shape, and just like a clock signifies a time, the moon signifies the night time. She shines on thieves on the garden wall, on streets and fields and harbor quays, and birdies asleep in the forks of the trees. Now in the coming lines of the poem, the poet has described the things upon which the moonlight falls. First, she shines on the thieves on the garden wall. The moon is witnessing each and everything on the earth. From there, the moon is witnessing each and everything on the earth. Her moonlight falls upon the thieves who are trying to climb the wall and enter into the garden. So the moonlight falls upon the thieves who are trying to climb up the wall, garden wall, and trying to enter into the garden. On streets and fields and harbor quays, not only on the thieves who are climbing the garden wall, the moonlight not falls upon on the thieves only, it falls upon the streets also, the fields also, and harbor quays. Harbor means what? Harbor is an area near the coast where ships come in to take shelter. And quays are what? Quays are the platforms on the harbors where ships come for loading, where ships come to get loaded. So the moonlight not only falls upon the thieves, it falls upon the streets, the fields, the harbors and the harbor quays. And birdies asleep in the forks of the trees. Now what do you mean by forks? Forks means what? Is the part on the tree where branches divided into two parts. The trunk, we have a tree. First we have trunk, then we have numerous branches emerging from that trunk. So fork is what? It is that part on the tree where branch divide into two parts, that is V in shape, like this. It is like this in shape, V. This is the trunk, then we have branches, then the branch divide into two parts. One went there and this side, the center point where the branch started to divide, that is known as fork. And we have usually seen birds building their nest in the fork of the trees. So the light falls upon the birds also who are asleep in their nest. And where are their nests? They are in the forks of the trees. The squalling cat and the squeaking mouse. Squalling is what? Squalling is a sound, crying very loudly. And squeaking means what? The noise, the sound made by the mice, that is known as squeaking. So the squalling cat is crying loudly, or the cat might be pursuing, catching the mouse, and the mouse is making a very loud sound, a very short high sound that is not very loud. Mouse is squeaking. The squalling cat and the squeaking mouse. The howling dog by the door of the house, and the dog is howling. Howling again means crying loudly. So all these animals, the cat, the mouse and the dog, they are the animals who are enjoying the moonlight at night. They are out on the streets and they are enjoying the moonlight. The cat is pursuing the mouse and the mouse is making a sound. He is squeaking loudly. And the dog is howling to be let into the house. He is standing by the door of the house and he is howling to be enter into the house. He is howling to be let into the house. So these animals, including bat, the bat that lies in bed at noon. In bed at noon means what? He is asleep during the day. The bat is a nocturnal animal. He is a nocturnal. Nocturnal means what? Who are active at night and sleeps during the day. So bat is an animal who sleeps throughout the day and he becomes active at night. So all these animals, the cat, the mouse, the dog and the bat, they all enjoy the moonlight. They like to spend their time, night time in the moonlight. All love to be out by the light of the moon. But all of the things that belong to the day cuddle to sleep to be out of our way. Cuddle means lie very close. So these are the, just now we studied that the animals who love to be out by the night time under the moonlight, they are enjoying their night time in the moonlight. But what about those things who belong to the day? Other living creatures, we human also, birds, we humans, children, flowers, they all are diurnal creatures. Nocturnal means what? Who are active at night, and diurnal means what? Who are active during the day. So the children, the flowers, we all are diurnal creatures. We are active during the day, and what do we do at night? We cuddle to sleep. We lie very close to sleep out of the moon's way, out of the moon's light. We do not enjoy the moonlight at night. We sleep at night. The things that belong to the day, they sleep at night out of the moon's light. And flowers and children close their eyes till up in the morning the sun shall arise. And the children and the flower, they are the things which belong to the day. In this poem, the things that belong to the day are children and the flower. So they close their eyes for what? They just went to sleep. They just go to sleep to open their eyes next day, where they will welcome the another beautiful day given by the God. So they cuddle to sleep at night out of the moon's way. They close their eyes. They sleep and they wake up next morning when the sun rises, and they open their eyes to welcome another beautiful day of their life. This is what the poem is about. Now we will have discussion of the exercises of this poem. First, we will have word meanings. First word is harbor. Harbor means what? An area on the coast where ships can shelter. Second, quays. Quays means platforms in harbors where boats come in to load. Third, forks. Forks means places where branches divide into two parts. Then we have squalling. Squalling means crying very loudly. Squeaking. Squeaking means making a short, high sound that is not very loud. We have another word, howling. Howling again means crying loudly. And last word is cuddle. Cuddle means lie very close. Then we have making connections exercise. In that, first one is circle the correct answers. First one, who loves being out at night? The options are the cow, the cat, the dog, the birds, the bat, the flower, the children and the mouse. The creatures who loves to spend their night time under the moonlight described in the poem are the squalling cat, the squeaking mouse, the howling dog and the bat. So the correct answers are the cat, the dog, the bat and the mouse. Second one, the moon is compared to. Moon is compared to what? The options are a bird, noon, the sun, a clock, the hall. So the shape of the moon, in the first line itself we studied the moon is compared to a clock in the hall. So it is compared to a clock. The correct answer is a clock. Then third one, in the poem the howling dogs are. The options are on harbor quay, on trees, on streets, on garden walls, in bed, on fields, by the door of the house. So in the poem we studied the howling dog by the door of the house. The answer is by the door of the house. Then we have question answers. They are related to the poem which we have already discussed. The next is appreciation exercise in which we have Quin-Quan poem. C-I-N-Q-U-A-I-N. The word is called Quin-Quan. Quin-Quan. Quin-Quan means what? Quinque means it is a French word which means 5. So Quin-Quan poem means what? A poem which has 5 lines. And what are the rules for writing the poem? What are the rules? A Quin-Quan poem is a poem in which you have instructions given in brackets. Instructions are given in bracket that tell you how to write a simple line about that poem. So instructions will be given in the bracket. A poem will have altogether 5 lines, total 5 lines, not more than that. And instruction related to each line, some instructions are given in bracket and you have to follow the instruction and frame the lines. Example is, here we have one simple example about the moon, a Quin-Quan poem on the moon. First one word title. First line in that you have to, the instruction is the title, one word title and that is moon. Then second line, 2 adjectives. You have to write 2 adjectives about moon. They are silver and round. Then third line you have to write 3 ing words. 3 ing words for the moon. They are sailing, shining and hiding. Then we have fourth line where you have to write a group of word or sentence for the moon. That is watching over us at night. And then we have line number 5. In that we have to write another word for your title. We have given the title moon. Now we have to write another word for the moon. That is heavenly. Now next exercise, write a Quin-Quan poem about the sun. Instructions are given. Follow those instructions and complete the Quin-Quan poem about the sun. First one, title is already given. That is line number 1, sun. Then second line, write 2 words to describe the sun. They are bright and heavenly. Then third instruction, write 3 ing words about the sun. They are burning, heating and shining. Then fourth instruction is, write a line or a phrase to say something about the sun. That is lighting up the day. And fifth one, last line is, give another word for the sun. That is majestic. So this is the revision of the exercise of the poem. Now what we will do, I will give a small worksheet to you which you will complete in your copy. I am writing that worksheet on the board. You will complete that worksheet in your copy. So first question is, write the meanings of, first one, question number 1, write the meaning of Write the meaning of. I will give two words. You have to write meaning of these words. First one is howling, H-O-W-L-I-N-G, howling. And second word is cuddle, C-U-D-D-L-E, cuddle. Then we have next question. Circle the correct answer. Circle the correct answer. Circle the correct answer. In this, I will give only one question. That is, who loves being out at night? Who loves being out at night? Who loves being out at night? The options are the cow, comma, the cat, comma, the dog, comma, the birds, comma, the bat, comma, the flower, comma, the mouse. These are the options. Then we have next question, question number 3. Answer the following questions. Answer the following questions. Answer the following questions. In that, first question is question number 1. Question number 1 is, which are the two things which are the two things that belong to the day, that belong to the day. Second question, pick out 3 words from the poem. 3 words from the poem that describe the noises that describe the noises that animals make. That animals make. Full stop. So this is a small worksheet for you. In this worksheet, I have given some questions. I am repeating those questions for you. First one, write the meaning of, first word is howling and second word is cuddle. Then question number 2 is, circle the correct answer. First question, who loves being out at night? The options are given. You have to circle the correct answer. The options are the cow, the cat, the dog, the birds, the bat, the flower, the mouse. The last question is, answer the following questions. In that, first question is, which are the 2 things that belong to the day? And second is, pick out 3 words from the poem that describe the noises that animals make. So this worksheet you have to complete. You have to complete this worksheet in your English copy. With this, our today's class is over. Students, we will meet again soon in our next English class, where we will have revision of another exciting chapter of your English Mulberry book. Till then, complete all your homework, revise your chapters thoroughly, complete all the given worksheet in your copy, stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you and have a nice day.